Today we're going to be talking about Visible Wireless, and for those of you who don't know, Visible Wireless uses the Verizon network, and all the reviews that I've read and heard about Visible was really good, especially if Verizon is good in your area. So I want to start off by saying at the very beginning of this video, if you've had Verizon in the past, or you know that Verizon is really good, that picks up great in your area or surrounding areas that you'll be in, then Visible is definitely probably a no-brainer, especially for the features that you get. But there's a couple of things that just didn't work for us, and we left Visible. So let me just talk about Visible for a second. So on paper, or I should say website, Visible at first looked really good to me, and I know by talking to other people that's got Verizon that this area is awesome for Verizon, and the areas that we go in and the areas we travel in, Verizon works really good. So Visible, this really great plan, $25 a month. You get unlimited talk, text, unlimited data, and you have unlimited hotspot with a speed cap of 5 megabits per second. And that's really cool. I mean, you get Wi-Fi calling and calling and texting to Canada and Mexico, and all kinds of little features here and there. I mean, it works pretty good if Verizon works in your area. So with that being said, I researched since 2019 phone plans. We had AT&T to start with. They're just a regular AT&T, and just me and the wife, our bill was $120 some each month, and we were sharing 9 gigabytes of data. With that, we had to find something different. That's just too much for two phones. And she got a 20% discount through her work, so we would have been paying a whole lot more than $120. And that was just one of the smallest plans with the amount of data that we thought we'd use. But we went from there to Hello, and Hello Mobile is through T-Mobile. And it actually worked really good at first, and they sent out new SIM cards. Something happened, I'm not sure, but the plan just didn't work as good as it did. And we really liked the way everything worked with Hello Mobile through the T-Mobile. So it picked up really good. Everywhere we went, it seemed to work really good. The speeds were great and all that. When Hello Mobile messed up, we went to Visible. We've had Visible for a couple months, and we used it. And a couple of the areas we went in, it did not pick up. Even though the coverage map said that it picks up. And I just want to let you know, guys, I'll show you real quick. If we go over here to check out coverage, you can see the map right here, guys. The United States. Let me pull that up just a little bit more. There we go. And we put in our location. And you can see it is covered with 5G and 4G LTE. Look at that. That dark blue that you see, that's all 5G. Okay? Now, and we can just go out right from there and look at the surrounding areas, guys. Total 5G, the purple is 4G, and the white is no coverage at all. And you can barely see any of the white. Okay? Now there's a certain city we go into. Some of you might know the name of this, Mount Airy, North Carolina. That is, the big, famous for Andy Griffith and all that stuff. But if you look here at the legend, you'd see it's covered in 4G, the whole area. And if I back out, you can see, look at that, 4G everywhere. There's a few little white spots here and there. Let me zoom in to Mount Airy. You see, the whole place is covered. But as soon as we drive into Mount Airy, as soon as you hit Mount Airy city limits, there's no coverage whatsoever. And Verizon, Visible, which has great customer service, always said just to keep trying or turn everything off and this, that, and the other. Maybe something's going on in the area, but it's not. And I've done some research, and there is no coverage from people that has Visible or had Visible that says in Mount Airy 27030, even though the coverage map shows it, there is no coverage. So we have family in Mount Airy, and we travel to Mount Airy pretty often. So that just wasn't going to cut it for my wife. And if I'm there, you know, we just can't, if something happens, we can't get a hold of each other, and with the little girl and all that. So this is the main reason why we had to quit Visible, and I want to let you know. Make sure you do your research and punch in the zip codes, Google them, and see if the service picks up, because people that's had the service or used the service in your area will definitely know and let you know that the service isn't working. But other than that, everything worked great. The hotspot worked good, and it was always pegged out, you know, at 5 megabits per second or a little bit below. And we did have unlimited data. And there's the one thing that I've noticed with the data, that at one bar, everywhere I went that had one bar, we couldn't do anything with Visible on our phone. Now, when I had service through Hello, which was T-Mobile, even with one bar, the service was really, really good, and everything was fast. And so that's why I'm leaving Visible. That's why we are leaving Visible, just to let you know. And I do believe that Visible does have a speed cap with their service, their unlimited data with your phone. I'm not 100% sure, but while using it for the couple months, compared to the other service I had, which was AT&T and T-Mobile, that the speeds everywhere I went was just, even though it's showing like full-blown 5G and 4G LTE everywhere you go, the speeds with 1, 2, 3, 4 bars never really went over like 20 or 30 megabits per second download. And there was a couple places we went to that the speed was about maybe 20 or 30, and everywhere else it stayed around 10. And I thought that was kind of weird for to be the Verizon network. But I just wanted to do this video real quick, guys, to let you know my experience with Visible in my area, and to pass it on to you if you're in this area, or if you before you get Visible, research it in your area just a little bit more through like forums and different things like that. We left Visible for US Mobile, and we've had it for a little over 2 weeks now. And let me tell you, US Mobile is working really, really good. It's through, there's 2 providers through US Mobile. There's 2 SIM cards you can get. One is Verizon and one is T-Mobile. And we opted for the T-Mobile SIM card, and I tell you what, it is blazing fast. Here at my home, we get 1 to 2 bars consistently, and the speeds, even at 1 bar, is crazy. And everywhere we went so far with that one was like the same with Hello. It picked up really, really good. So for me, T-Mobile works. Any carrier probably with T-Mobile works a little bit better than Verizon for my area. But I have seen in the forums here lately that Visible and their service is kind of going down a little bit from where it was a year or 2 years ago. I don't know what could be causing that. I don't know if it's just where they're having a flux of people joining Visible, and it's just overloading or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not too techie of a person to let you know any of the statistics or anything like that, but I do know what works for me, and I just wanted to pass that on to you guys just in case. Definitely research it. And I'll definitely probably do a video or 2 on the US Mobile, because I'm really, really liking it so far. So stick around and watch that. Keep your eyes posted for those videos if you're curious. And if you guys don't mind, make sure you click that thumbs up video, or thumbs down if you didn't like it. I really do appreciate it. And with that being said, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one. And as always, plan, prepare, and practice. Handy out.